Abushimega Bidialas Yetichas Kanas, what Amerigami Atel Nahant Nira, Haigagani, Bari Luys. Bari Luys. One of the topics that I discussed this week in Armenian was about the American Armenian Medical Society gifting 3 scholarships of $1,000 each. And my question was to all these doctors who are part of that organization to question themselves, how much will it cost to attend a medical school, and throughout the 4 or 5 or 6 years, how many hundred thousands of dollars have they spent it for tuition? And by giving $1,000 to a student who's attending one of the schools, so $1,000 from $150,000 is nothing. It's just like the cents that we carry in our pockets. And the reason I did that was not to bash or pinpoint just this particular organization. It is the reality that we live in, and yet we decide not to talk about it. For so many years, Armenian organizations in Southern California and elsewhere have been granting themselves the right to say that they have been doing something to the Armenian population wherever they are. But actually, none of those are effective, especially, as I said, if your cost is $300,000 and you're giving $1,000 a year to the same person, or just $1,000 throughout those years, basically you're doing nothing. Probably I am more beneficiary to that medical school student than that $1,000 that the American Armenian Medical Society is providing. So in reality, we need to come and sit down and evaluate those issues. Not us, but the board of directors of the American Armenian Medical Society. Each one of them are doctors. If it happens was that the Shoemakers Association is gifting $1,000 to a medical student, you'll say, well, the shoemakers have no idea how much it's going to cost to become a health professional. But when they themselves have gone through all that burden of paying for their tuition and come back and do that $1,000, that proves one point that I've been always saying. You could be the most smartest, capable, professional, educated individual or a doctor, but yet you're the stupidest of all Armenians because you don't use your brain. You just utilize what you have learned, and you can't utilize it as a logical thing in life. So this is how much I'm going to talk about it, because I spoke a bit about it in Armenian and I would like to bring it up over here. Now, today, since it's Thursday, and it's interesting that more and more people who don't understand Armenian are watching Thursday nights to see this Bari Luys program, I'm just going to let you know that among 454 mobile apps that have been submitted to United Nations, one of the prestigious awards for creation of mobile apps that will be held in 2015 in February in one of the Gulf countries. There were 8 Armenian apps. One of them was Partam app, as you guys know, that I have created and I've been documenting since 2008, so that it will be a travel guide to every Armenian destination under the sun. I know Armenians are so proud of having a travel guide to Armenia, yet they travel the whole world more than they go to Armenia. And almost every other Armenian, so I'm going to say 50% of Armenians, they all say, isn't there something Armenian in this neighborhood? So this way, the Partam All Things Armenian is going to help them. So yesterday, I received a letter saying that out of the 454 apps, they came up with a short list that has only 200 apps, and one of them is Partam All Things Armenian. So Armenia will have 2 apps in the short list, yet within a couple of weeks, they're going to announce the final 40 apps, and hopefully Partam All Things Armenian will be there. so that Armenians will start respecting the app. So the issue is now that it's been almost 5-6 years I talk about this project on television to Armenians, there's only like less than 10% of the general population understands what I'm doing and they're in support of what I'm doing. The rest, they have to wait so that an Odar, or impure Armenian, others, will appreciate what I am doing so that they will come and tell me, abres, in Armenian. I hope you can learn that word, abres, to live, live. It doesn't have the same connotation as you express it in English or in Armenian than the Armenian. So here is one of the lack of belief in another Armenian's work, unless it is a religious project or it is blessed by a religious person. So the majority of Armenians will say, oh, bravo, in French. And then we're going to respond to them saying, merci, in French, so that they will appreciate what you have done. So let me tell you that in 2015, by the way, I'm leaving to Armenia on September 11th. I'll be back on September 25th. I'm going with the Armenia Fund donor trip, which is well organized. This is the 4th year that they're doing it. I was there the first year 4 years ago, and I'm going this year with them. And by the way, the reason I'm going is to test my app in Armenia, because I'm inputting locations in Armenia, and I just want to double check. And another reason is when I was there in Armenia 2011, and I documented so much in Armenia, all my pictures were landscape or vertical, yet for the app I need to have a square. So the elements have to be square. Some of those pictures I need to retake, so that's why I'm going. And when I come back, throughout September, October, November, I'll be working and making some money, and then 2015, in January, I'm going to go to Latin America. After the commercial break, I will let you know how you can help me to achieve that goal. If you are the 10% of the Armenians who understood or who will understand what am I trying to do. Bari Luys.
Have you protected him? Have you protected her? Looks safe. Don't leave him hanging. Have you put real thought in his future? Have you protected your kid's future? Let's create a trust. Assign them a guardian to protect his future. Contact Der Parsegian Law Group. We are here to help.
Էնսինոյում գտնվող Terrace Restaurant and Lounge-ը միջին արևելյան ճաշարանների բազմությունից առանձնանում է լավագույն լիբանանյան խոհանոցով։ Ճաշարանի շքեղ բացօթյա սրահը անկրկնելի է բուրավետ հուկա վայելելու եւ միջին արևելյան ախորժալի խորտիկները ճաշակելու համար։ Ուրբաթ եւ շաբաթ կենթանի նվագախումբը, DJ-ն ու գեղեցկուհի պարուհիները ձեր ժամանցը կհամեմեն միջերկրական կրքոտ ռիթմերով։ Ճաշարանը բաց է շաբաթը 6 օր, ճաշին եւ ընթրիքին։ Անմահական ուտեստներ, անկրկնելի միջավայր։ Terrace Restaurant and Lounge։ 25 տարի համայնքի հետ, համայնքի համար։ 25 տարի շարունակ Հորիզոն հեռուստատեսությունը արձագանքել է ժամանակի պահանջներին ու բավարարել ամենատարբեր նախընտրությունների հեռուստադիտողին։ Հորիզոնը մշտապես ներկայացրել է հայ համայնքի քաղաքական, մշակութային, հասարակական ներուժը, բարձրաձայնելով հայի կարծիքն ու դիրքորոշումը։ Հավատարիմ իր առաքելությանը Հորիզոնը Հարավային Կալիֆոռնիայի հայ համայնքին առաջարկում է անվճար կապուղիների միջոցով լինել հայոց աշխարհի իրադարձությունների կիզակետում։ Արդիականացման աշխատանքներից հետո Հորիզոնն այսօր արդեն եթերում է 10.6 հաճախականությամբ։ Մեզ միանալու համար անհրաժեշտ է ընդամենը մեկ ամենասովորական ալեհավաք։ Հաջորդ քայլով միացնում եք ալեհավաքը հեռուստացույցի համապատասխան մուտքին։ Հեռակառավարման վահանակի վրա սեղմում եք որոնող կոճակը եւ 10.6 ալիքի միջոցով հայտնվում եք գիտակրթական, տեղեկատվական, հանրամատչելի, ժամանցային ու որն ամենակարևորն է, տեղական բազմազան հեռուստահաղորդումների հորձանուտում։ Հորիզոն հեռուստատեսությանն անվճար միանալու համար անհրաժեշտ է ընդամենը մեկ հպում։ Տեխնիկական հարցերի համար կարող եք դիմել 818 403 95 հեռախոսահամարով եւ մենք կօգնենք ձեզ դառնալու մեր հեռուստադիտողը։ Պահպանեք լավագույն ավանդույթները։ Միացեք Հորիզոնին։
Թմրանյութերի օգտագործումը ազդում է շատ մարդկանց եւ ընտանիքների կյանքի վրա։ Ալկոհոլը, մարիհուանան, կոկեինը, մեթամֆետամինը, հերոինը եւ այլ թմրանյութեր լայնորեն օգտագործվում են ու ավերում բոլոր տարիքի կանանց եւ տղամարդկանց, ինչպես նաեւ նրանց սիրելիների կյանքը։ Եթե դուք կամ մեկը ում ճանաչում եք, որ այդպիսի խնդիրներ ունի, մենակ մի տառապեք։ Կարող եք օգնությունը ստանալ։ Զանգահարեք այս համարով։ Ձեր զանգը գաղտնի եւ ապահով կմնա։
Bari Luys. If you don't know about Part-Time All Things Armenian, the app, it's a free app granted to any individual on the planet who is interested in finding what's Armenian on planet Earth. So, since 2008, I've been documenting the 21st century elements of an Armenian identity. And the reason I started doing that was because we as Armenians, we never document ourselves. We always hypothetically talk about our past and we were, but we have never documented. The most important research products come from non-Armenian historians, and yet the Armenian historians, which were only few of them, dictated by the Armenian Church, they tell their side of the story. So, and in today's society, when everybody is capable of taking pictures and documenting anything just with their smartphones, I said, how come Armenians haven't allocated funds to do that thing? Because we're not capable of doing something like that. We are capable of building churches, few $1 million, because that's the biggest business that you can make money with. So I started documenting until last summer when I came back from Europe. I have documented America, United States of America, I have documented Canada, documented Lebanon. You'll be surprised, documented Lebanon, because when the destruction comes to Lebanon, I'll be having something to prove that, yes, we were there, because I was unable to document Syria. Lebanon, Cyprus, Greece, Italy, Portugal, Spain, France. I still need to go and get another 300 locations in France, Switzerland and England. So in 2015, my mission will be, with your help, and as I always say, with your money, because once you purchase my books, that money will be spent into this project. I'll be heading to South America, Central America and South America, to document the Armenian existence in the year 2015, basically in the 21st century. My criterias are the Armenian alphabet looked at from public point of view, the Armenian flag looked at from public point of view, and in the local language, Armenian identifiable words. So when I'm documenting a church, I'm not documenting the church because it is a church. And so many people have asked me why you do that, and you're like always bashing the church. I'm documenting the church because on the wall of that church it says Armenian Church. So I am the Armenian and they're the church. Therefore, they're utilizing my name and I'm just copying theirs and making it available for you in the smartphone so that you can go to any destination that you find in those locations. So, and during next year, I'll be visiting Israel, Jerusalem, and other areas of Israel to document the Armenian existence since before Christ. No, we were there after Christ. No, we were there before Christ. And there are still elements that show today that those are of Armenian existence. Then we'll be going to Turkey. One of my other projects is a documentary called Geno Live. I know everybody and their girlfriends and their boyfriends are thinking of doing a genocide movie or a documentary because it's the 100th anniversary. That's how stupid Armenians are. How come they did not do it when it was the 97th anniversary or the 78th anniversary? So we as stupid individuals, we love this commercialized idea of what is round number. The golden anniversary, the silver anniversary, the whatever material anniversary it is. So you guys will present all your genocide issues with documentaries and acceptance or none. And I'll be documenting the existence in the planet because in 2780, all your documentaries will be gone and nobody's going to care about it, except everybody's going to care about what the part-time app has left them. So the idea of Geno Live is a documentary based on individuals, some Armenian and some Turks, the Armenians who have contributed to humanity after the genocide, and the Turks who are benefiting from those contributions. As you guys know, I have documented 7 different individuals, and I'm in process of documenting additional people or their offsprings who have given major contribution to humanity, not to the US, not to the Armenians, not to the French, not to humanity at large. And therefore, I'll be documenting in 2015, and not necessarily before April 24th for it to be available on April 24th, during 2015, showing that how Turks today in Ankara, in Istanbul, in any part of Turkey are benefiting from the inventions of these individuals who were left as orphans, who did not have anything yet. The only thing they had, their Armenian brains. The gene of these Armenian people. That's why when I talk about how stupid Armenians are today, is because they have the tools, they have the means, and they have the brain to contribute to humanity, yet they are sitting down as guinea pigs, just in that circle of running, just a test elements to other nationalities. Why? As I always say, we are the birds who are free to fly, yet they choose not to do that because somebody is putting water and some food for them on a daily basis. So, between documenting the existence of the Armenian identity in the world and providing it to you free of charge on Partam, All Things Armenian, it's a free app, you can download it today. I already have 1,200 people who have downloaded it, to a documentary called GenoLive, which is another free information provided to you. I'm doing better than the American Armenian Medical Society. They're giving $3,000, and you know, I think there are over 300 members in that society and all our doctors. Who can afford to give $1,000 a year and make it $250,000 to give at least to 25 students $10,000 a year to help them in their $125,000 yearly or few years of $200,000, $300,000 expenses to become doctors. After the commercial break, I'll be telling you about how I'm gonna do better than even any of these Armenian organizations for the Armenian identity. Bari Luys.
Սննդարար, համեղ եւ հաճելի։ Ներկայացնում ենք դամավանդ անարատ թարմ մածունը։ Այն ունի բնական թթվաշ համ եւ հագեցած է ակտիվ պրոբիոտիկներով։ Դամավանդ սարի բուրմունքն ու թարմությունը կրող այս մածունը անփոխարինելի է նաեւ խոհարարության մեջ։ Օգտագործեք այն կերակուր պատրաստելիս։ Իդեպ եփելիս այն երբեք չի կտրվում։ Դամավանդ, համեղ, թթվաշ։ Իսկական մածուն։ Վաճառվում է բոլոր նպատակներում։
Central Optometry կենտրոնն ու Board Certified ակնաբուժ Սոնա Սիրունյանը առաջարկում են ակնաբուժական ծառայությունների լայն ցանկ, այդ թվում աչքի ընդհանուր քննություն, ակնային հիվանդությունների ախտորոշում եւ բուժում։ Աչքերի չորության բուժման համար այստեղ կիրառվում է շրջանում միակը հանդիսացող Lipi Flow բարձրորակ սարքավորում, մանկական ակնաբուժական ծառայություններ եւ այլն։ Central Optometry-ն առաջարկում է նաեւ contact lens-երի եւ հայտնի պիտակների օպտիկական ակնոցների լայն ընտրանի։ Central Optometry կյանքին նայեք առողջ եւ գեղեցիկ աչքերով։ LABK Services հաստատությունը առաջարկում է սննկացման, bankruptcy-ի հայտարարագրման ծառայություններ։ Դիմումների ամբողջական լրացում 1 ցածր արժեքով։ $399 գումարած արձանագրության պետական վճարումը։ Bankruptcy-ի դիմելու դյուրին ընթացք, ժամանակի ու դրամի խնայողություն։ Մենք երաշխավորում ենք սննկացման գործընթացի գաղտնապահությունը։ Bankruptcy-ի հետ կապված բոլոր հարցերով դիմեք LABK Services գրասենյակ։
Այսօր շատեր գաբրին սթրեսի եւ հոգեգան ընջումի նշաններով, ինչպես օրինակ ջղայնություն, դխրություն, հիասթափություն, մտահոգություն, գնանալու դժվարություն եւ աշխուժության բագաս եւ չեն գիտեր ինչպես դիմակրավեզանալ։ Նման խնդիրները խտրություն չեն տներ դրամարտոց եւ գիներու, երդասարտներու ու դարիքավորներու միջև։ Եթե այս սկացումներ ունիք կամ գճանչնակ մեկը որ ունի, առանցին մի դարաբիկ, օգնություն գրնակ կստանալ։ Հերացայինեցեք այս տիվին, ձեր խոսակցությունը կախնի եւ աբահով կբահվի։
Bari Luys. I would love for you guys to use the word Bari Luys at any time. Even if you're English-speaking Armenian, utilize that word, Bari Luys, meaning good light. And it has nothing to do with good morning. It is not a morning. It is the element of being enlightenment. So from probably September or October, I'm going to announce a fundraising drive for my projects. And then I'm going to ask you guys to donate money. And in return, you guys are going to receive books and CDs. So it will be a two-way highway, as they call it, instead of one way, because we Armenians are always asking for money and not giving anything in return. Well, first of all, the app itself, which has cost until today some $30,000. And if I charged $299, the 1,200 people who downloaded would have covered the expense. But no, I paid it from my own pocket. I have done something better than some of all those organizations who drag about their contribution to the Armenian identity. Yet, nobody will come and ask me, Stepan, could you help us about the Armenian identity? Why? Because I am talking against religion. I am not a Christian. I am just an Armenian, and it's an oxymoron to call yourself a Christian Armenian. But yet we Armenians are so hypocrite. We like to do those things. So if you're a Christian, you cannot be an Armenian. You're just a Christian. And if you're an Armenian, you have a national identity which is against Christianity, which does not have a national identity. Yet for so many years we have been brainwashing everybody else. We are the first Christians, but then we're going to say we are the Armenians who were the first Christians. Yet we always call ourselves Christian Armenians, or better, we call ourselves Armenian Christians, because being Armenian is more important. And then when I come and openly I say I don't care about the Christian identity, and I look at people, especially those televangelists, even now we have them in the Armenian community, they're just making fun of everybody else. Yet, people are afraid that one day they're going to die and they're going to go to hell. So in my case, I'm just doing all those things because I know I'm not going to go to hell, and I know I'm not going to go to heaven. I'm going to stay on planet Earth. Even if I'm dead, whatever I have left as work will stay, and people will remember me. So I wish every other Armenian organization could be as selfish as I am and do something about the Armenian identity, because my selfishness is about me being called the Armenian. So I'll be giving you a website name. You can go and donate there, and each package of donation will receive something in return. I know you guys believe in this stereotype, Kickstarter, all those things. I'm not going to put them there. So, you know, one of the best things about not doing that is portion of your fundraiser will go to somebody who doesn't give a damn about what you're doing. He said, I'm providing you with a mean for people to give. Do you think an Odar is going to come and donate money to this Armenian project? No. It's going to be among the Armenians. So how come we Armenians don't use our brain? I see so many of my friends doing Kickstarter projects and such on, and giving at least 5 to 10% of that money that they need to spend to that organization, to that Kickstarter company. Yet Armenians cannot believe that when that guy or a girl will come and ask them for money, they can just give it directly to him and benefit from that additional 5 and 7 or 8%. So that's how hypocrite we Armenians are. We wait for an Odar to say, this guy, whatever he's doing is legit, and we're going to spread it all over the world and let's see if other people will donate. So I guess I do think differently. So in the near future, I'm going to ask for some donations, but basically your donations will receive products in return. First of all, even if you don't donate anything, Part-Time All Things Armenian is a gift from me to every human being on this planet who has interest in the Armenian identity. Because besides it being a travel guide, it's going to be full of information, a mobile application that you don't need to go back to your home and sit down on the internet to see something. Or better, you can just browse it or look at it through your app and then find out what it is. So that one, regardless, you donate to the cause or you don't, you have it. It's my gift to you. By the time I finish, it's going to be at least some $200,000 worth of effort, work, money spent to this project. It's yours for free. Now, if you want to help me with doing my documentary about Genolive, which is, by the way, a new world that I have created. Nobody else has used it, because I'm the only person who thinks positively. Everybody else thinks negative, because negative attracts dollars. See, when you have a funeral, you go buy lots of flowers. You're making a business. When you have a funeral, you're going to go to the church and ask them to pray for you. They won't pray for you unless you give them the money. Even the cemetery will provide you the land. It's just like you buying a house in Glendale or you're buying a land in Forest Lawn or any other cemetery. It's all about making money. Except Armenians have, the only place where Armenians can make money is the weddings. You know, we spend money like crazy for stupid things, yet after 2-3 years or 5 years, you see the divorce coming. But again, in my case, this marriage between me and you as an Armenian is for eternity. It will not end on planet Earth. It will never be in hell or heaven, but it will be in this universe. So in the near future, I will tell you exactly how you can help me to make sure that your grandchildren will have an Armenian identity in them. Bari Luys. Աբուշի մեկը պիտի լաս, եթե չհասկնաս, որ Ամերիկայի Միացյալ Նահանգները հայկական է։ Bari Luys.